Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. There are event missions, stage missions which include character unlock missions, weekly missions and lifetime missions. These ones contain a selection of cards. Today I want to talk about those lifetime cards. First though, a little disclaimer. There is not a whole lot of dueling going on today as most of those missions are cleared over time and I do not have to play some convoluted duels to get this stuff done. Once you hit stage 4 in DM World and install the mega update as I call it, you're off to the races. For this video I made a new account and now I list the cards in the order I got them. To start off, I obtained a copy of Dark Magician after I let Yami summon a Dark Magician. That one is easy as I started with him rather than Seto and his starter deck comes with a Dark Magician. I kept it in the deck and summoned it against anyone. The next one was a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Similar situation, DM World Joey summoned one from his starter deck. Unlocking Jojo is basically free and you get him before hitting stage 4 in DM World, so this one should not be a problem. Another freebie is Monster Reborn, which can be grabbed as soon as you destroy 30 monsters in total in speed duels. This one happens automatically. Don't let me lie here, but I think I got this within an hour without even trying. Now let's pick those cards up before we continue. Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon and Monster Reborn. Taya Gardner's starter deck comes with a copy of Dark Magician Girl. Make sure to summon it 3 times in total to claim this additional copy from the Lifetimes list. Want a magic cylinder? Then win 3 duels during your opponent's turn. Get their life points low enough and let them run into one of your face-down defenders, ideally with a spike shield. Something I did was waiting until they ran out of cards and decked out. It takes a while but guarantees success, if you keep track of your own deck size too. My first of 4 Divine Beasts was Slifer the Sky Dragon. Once you are at stage 4 in DM World, Strings appears. He will stick around until you beat him, so there is no punishment to losing. You can try again until you win. Take advantage of that and make a halfway decent deck first. I would not recommend going up against him with one of the unchanged starter decks, but then again he is not busted or anything. Dark Magician Girl, Magic Cylinder and Slifer, some useful cards we claim here. You know it, you love it and you will rely on it. Mirror Force. Activate 30 traps in speed to get it. From the Mokuba Bingo sheet I got Shield Spear and Dragon's Rage that I put into all of my decks and kept activating besides them not doing a whole lot. When I spent some gems on packs of Rampage of the Forest, I got a lone copy of Spike Shield with Chain that I used on a regular basis. And eventually I had 30 trap activations. When summoning Fiend monsters 30 times, Raviel becomes part of your collection. Yami Yugi's starter deck came with Horn Imp and Feral Imp among others. In the beginning I was just using the unchanged starter deck and obliterated standard duelists, making sure to summon them imps. It was not a big deal. Obelisk was a big deal. Sort of. After destroying Strings, Ishizu takes his place. Same premise, she sticks around until you win against her. I improved my deck a little before giving it a try. After winning, Obelisk is accessible. So now we would get a Mirror Force, Raviel and Obelisk. I want to get those big shots. The next one is quite the monster. Shooting Star Dragon is obtained after you summon it once with Yusei. His starting skill Mark of the Dragon Head comes with a Formula Synchron, Stardust Dragon and Shooting Star Dragon. 2 copies of Junk Synchron are added to the main deck. Is that a level 1 standard duelist I see? Exactly what I need. I can summon a level 5 monster and use a Junk Synchron to bring out Stardust Dragon. Making sure that my opponent does not attack, thanks to Swords of Revealing Light, I can fill the board with a level 1 tuner and a level 1 non-tuner eventually. Combining those 2 into Formula Synchron is the penultimate step towards making Shooting Star Dragon. This level 10 guy needs a tuner synchro monster and Stardust Dragon specifically. Once per turn I could use its effect to reveal the top 5 cards of my deck, giving Shooting Star Dragon 1 attack for each tuner we find. However, if no tuners are excavated, Shooting Star Dragon does not get to attack even once. Therefore, I normally do not use that effect. By the way, making Shooting Star Dragon once is 3 synchro summons. Chasing after this card I got an additional extra deck slot. After summoning this guy here, I am going to show this basic deck just to prove that you can get this done within the first 5 minutes of playing the game. See how bad this deck is? Yeah, never mind that actually. I got his life points low beforehand so that I can finish him off quickly after summoning the Shooting Star Dragon, just like we did here. With that done, we can claim that card from the lifetimes list, as well as the additional extra deck slot. Moving on, I grabbed a copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Since I had to get DSOD Seto up to level 30 for the Yugi and Aigami unlock, I had to play a lot of duels as him. I made sure to summon the dragon from his starter deck frequently, which also helped with Ishizu's and Meiko's hidden requirements. This one happened over time, but it was not a natural process like Monster Reborn's 30 destructions were. A lot of character starter decks come with a continuous spell card Banner of Courage. Besides it helping my weaklings to close out games quickly, that one also was responsible for me getting Hamon. Keeping Hamon in mind, I stuffed Banner of Courage into all of my decks. Easy. At least easier than activating 30 continuous trap cards. When clearing the Mokuba Bingo mission sheets, I got my hands on the continuous trap card Dragon's Rage. I was not playing a whole lot of dragons that would benefit from the card's effect, but activating it is as free as getting it, and I used it 30 times in most of my decks. As was the case with Banner of Courage that we see here in this DSOD Seto deck that I was using. One card that helped me get another one from this list was Ordai's Raging Dragon. After summoning 10 dragons in Arc 5 World, this one was mine. I mostly summoned Blue Eyes White Dragons and, against easy opponents, dared busting out stuff like Joey's Baby Dragon. Time to get the first of 4 Blue Eyes alternative White Dragons by destroying a poor standard duelist with it. Once you have a regular old Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, use Seto's level up skill Alternative Evolution to turn it into an alternative. Swing in and grab this one. The legendary Magician's Valkyria for Rush Duels is obtained after summoning a total of 4 spellcasters in Rush Duels. Yuga's starter deck comes with a lot of those. Besides that, he has to summon his 7th Road Magician for several stage missions and during character unlocks. I think you should be fine. Sticking to the Rush theme, Harpy Lady Sisters the first can be acquired by tribute summoning 2 times in Rush Duels. That mission is as easy as they come. Once you have this card, you can put it in your deck and tribute summon it a few times for fun and for more lifetime cards later down the line. Let us now claim the cards and prepare Dark Side of Dimensions Seto's deck to get some more copies of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Because in total we can get 4 copies of that from the Lifetimes card list, not just 3, which would make more sense because we cannot play more than 3 copies of a single card in a deck. But hey, it is what it is. Those additional copies of Alternative are obtainable once DSOD Seto summoned Alternative 1, 2 and 3 times respectively. Note that they have to be summoned. The skill Alternate Evolution is no longer an option. It got me the first copy that I then summoned 3 times. Let's now take the 3 copies of Alternative off the Lifetimes list. Going back to Rush and Spellcasters, summoning 7 of those nets you a copy of Dark Magician. What a legendary card! If you want a copy of Ultimate Flag Beast Boltricorn, you summon 3 light machine monsters in Rush Duels. Don't ask me where to easily get some of those. I happen to have a few. If Yuma summons a rank 5 or higher XYZ monster 2 times in total, he gets Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, which can and maybe should be used for Girak's unlock missions. After obtaining Ordai's Raging Dragon from the Lifetimes list, I made sure to summon it twice and then went to lunch. For another copy of Harpy Lady Sisters in Rush, I had to play 2 Rush format PvP duels. Obviously I got obliterated twice, but that was fine. I don't have any ambitions to be the very best like no one ever was. Time for the second part of this maximum monster, Harpy Lady Sisters Lefty. By simply tribute summoning the regular Harpy Lady Sister from before in a Rush duel, I was able to snag this one. While we're at it, let's get right here too. I tribute summoned Middle Sister twice and now have the entire package. Like always, let's claim the cards from the Lifetimes list first so that we can grab more cards later down the line and are not irritated by the ones we still have on this list. So we got a lot of Rush cards here, Dark Magician and the Harpy Lady Sisters and Boltricorn and a random Utopia Ray. in between. Another rush card to obtain is Red Eyes Black Dragon. In rush duels you summon 7 dragons and take this legendary monster. By the way, did you know that Go Rush World has an alternate unlock method? I sure didn't. When hitting stage 4 in 7th World, that one popped up. You collect 10 rush cards. That is faster than getting DM World to stage 10. Today I learned. We have not had a trap card in a while. Hermit's Soul is yours if you summon a level 6 or higher fairy monster in a rush duel. One that immediately comes to mind is Hiroshima the Hermit. I got 7th World to stage 7, unlocked Gavin and leveled him up to level 7 for a free copy of that one. Tribute summoning it is easy and you're done. The one card on the lifetimes list I was certain to unlock last, or second to last, was Fire Princess. Once I accumulated 100,000 points of effect damage, it was mine. Earlier than I thought, but I sort of forced it. In all my rush decks I was playing Sparks and conducted the vessel farm for a few character unlocks to get this done fairly quickly. For this Blackluster Soldier I had to have Yami Yugi summon a level 8 or higher warrior. The free-to-play option that came to mind immediately was Aster's Destiny Hero Plasma from his starter deck. So I unlocked GX World, summoned 200 Dark Monsters and unlocked Aster. The level 30 gate was not available until a little later, so I could not get him right away. Alternatively, you can spend resources on Blackluster Soldier monsters at the card traders. This next one was rough. I had to stage up Vrain's World to 10, unlock Playmaker and have him summon Firewall Dragon off of his skill 3 times. Then I got Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. This is a free-to-play option and I cannot really think of a different strategy. Luckily, unlocking Playmaker wasn't really that bad. I mean, once we hit stage 10 he showed up in the world and we were able to defeat him for free without spending any gate keys or anything like that. The last 2 cards I had left on the list were the Winged Dragon of Ra and the Winged Dragon of Ra. The original artwork version is obtained if you play as Yami Merrick and beat Yami Yugi. No special quirks necessary. An alternate art Ra is grabbed after Yami Merrick's 3rd win. With that, there are no more lifetime cards left, right? Wrong. I've got one more in me, and this one is hidden. Armetyle the Chaos Phantasm. Nubel summons Uriah, Hamon and Raviel in this order. I once did it in a different order and would not get Armetyle. Then I realized that I had to go for Uriah first, then Hamon and finally Raviel. With that, we are done, for now. Blue Eyes White Dragon for Rush Duels was a lock-in bonus at some point and is currently unavailable, and knowing my luck they added to the lifetimes list as soon as this video is released. But nothing I can do about it. I just want to get this video out, and it is what it is. Nothing else left to say, and like always, thank you so much for watching.